Hey there, Shrine Runners! Hello, and welcome to the Fox Shrine. I'm Araxis, your host, and tonight I'm going to be playing some Limbus Company. Hey there, Kuro. Hope you're doing alright. A little bit tired tonight, oh, did I forget to change that? Did it change that, or am I going to have to change that manually? There we go. Alright. Thank you, Ada. Alright. Yep, all fixed up. Alright. Yeah, we're going to be doing some Limbus Company tonight. It's not going to be a particularly long stream, I don't think, because Walpurgis is usually just sort of like a mini sort of event. And what's got me tired? Like, just feel tired. I just feel tired. Yeah, that just means I'm going to have a short stream tonight, but it should be a fun one. So, let's get into that, shall we? And what is Walpurgis without rolling on the... oh. The game updated, did it? Like in that time, huh? Well, alright, give me a moment while we update the game again. I already downloaded the update, but I'm guessing, like, hey, new update. Has a... I did see something about a bug or something like that going on, so I'm guessing they've just fixed that up. So, let's go fix that, shall we? Yeah, 21 megabytes, that's nothing. Alright. Almost done. Alright. An error has occurred. Sign in again. Shut down. Game! Alright, give me a moment. Let's try that again. Third time's a charm, right?
Limbus Company.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I think we got it now.
다른 형님 누님들이랑
There we
다르게
go.
엄마는 혼자 장부를
There we go.
집행해야 해서 좀
Alright.
늦게 들어와.
Let's go do some extractions, shall we? We have, I think, 2 IDs, 1 ego, and 1 announcer that we're looking to get. So, let's go. Oh, it's green already. Let's see if we have to go all the way to 200 again like last time to get the last thing we needed.
기다려줘서 고마워. 혹시 존댓말을 생략했다고 기분이 상한 건 아니지? 반가워. 나는 헤세드야. 복지팀을 맡고 있어. 엔젤라님 말로는 우리가 당분간은 협력하며 지내라 그러네.
We have the copy man. We have Hesed. I like him. He's great. Alright, let's keep on going, shall we? Hold on, that's, yeah, okay, that's cool. Alright. It's green again!
잠시 아파도 참아주세요. 장담할게요. 사람만큼 훌륭한 음악을 만들어주는 건 없어요.
There we go. We have Harmony Sinclair. This is from Singing Machine. And this one is metal as fuck. Like, I really like the appearance of this one, so... They've done a good job with that. Alright. And let's continue extracting, shall we? Because we've still got 2 IDs to get. I think we've got enough, right? Alright. And we'll also be able to build up our shard stockpile so that I can get a few other IDs that I do not have yet. Okay, let's keep on going. Oh, there's a green. Is that just the cheap one? Yeah, that's the cheap one. Oh. What have... Oh. Let's see what we got.
이건 이거랑 묶어서 같이 배송하고 경로 확인한 다음에
이번 집화 처리는 왜 이렇게 복잡한 거예요?
Alright, so we got Devyat Sinclair. That's an ID that I don't have, so happy to grab that one. Devyat Association being the couriers, the courier association. Alright. Oh, that was a set again. Oh, get some thread boxes out of that. Let's keep on going. Wouldn't mind some of the other announcements that I don't have, though. Oh, well, there's Tifereth. Got Tifereth. Let's get some things that I don't have. Hey, Sophie! How you going? Yeah, alright. Keep on going. Keep going. Oh, it's green again. Alright. Let's see what we've got. Oh, 2 greens. Double head. We've already got you! You don't need you again. Alright. Yeah, glad to hear you're doing alright. Oh, it's green. Got Despair Rodion. Already have her, she's really good. But... Alright, let's proceed. All the best with your cleaning up, Sophie. I know it takes a lot to convince me to do some cleaning up as well, so... Feel you there. Oh, what do we have here? Alright, so ended up getting Sun Shower Heathcliff, which I actually ended up using my second season extraction on recently, because he was the only one from second season I didn't have, so we would have gotten him regardless then. The ultimate potential man. Okay. And let's keep on going. Oh!
작업 시작 시퀀스 확인 완료. 개체 T0450의 38번째 통찰 작업 진행하겠습니다.
Oh yeah. The Hornet Alteration Masseur. I'm not sure what the alteration means necessarily, but you remember Hornet from Lobotomy Corporation when we played that, and that one was quite solid, so... There we go. And how much left have we got? Okay, so 70 more before we have to hit the guarantee. So, let's go. Keep on rolling, 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 rolling. Let's keep rolling, 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 rolling. Alright. Oh, there's a green.
반가워. 로보토미 본사에서 지휘팀을 통솔하는 말쿠트라고 해. 내가 하라는 대로만 한다면 모든 건 완벽하게 성공할 수 있어.
We got Malcute! Be funny if you drew a Dragalia Lost character somehow. Use a Dragon Girl. That would be funny. I would appreciate that, to be honest. Also, hey Evan, how you going? Hollow gets our own game. That's true. I haven't actually played Hollow Knight. I might get around to it eventually. I mean, I liked Ender Lilies, right? Ender Magnolia, so maybe I'll like Hollow Knight. Yeah, glad to get Malcute. That was one of the few announcers that I didn't have. Go. Alright. That's technically like Queen of Hatred Dawn is a little bit dragon-like, right? Keep on going. Oh. Alright, so not a Walpurgis ID. Anything new? Okay, no, we've already got Ting Tang Hong Lu, so don't worry about that. Yeah, I think I'm going for the full 200. Oh, we actually went over 200. Doesn't give you a warning. In that case, here we go. What do we, hold on. Any IDs that I don't have here? I don't think I've got Ricardo or Jun. Hey, sleepy boy, how are you going? Alright, I think we probably just go for Fate, Aroma, and Solitude. We'll go for you. Okay.
그 동화의 끝이 고작 그런 결말이었나. 차라리 듣지 않는 편이 나았겠어.
Man, I got Hesed first try. Alright. So. There we go. Ourselves some Starlight. And so, generally Walpurgis events favor the Walpurgis IDs. So we are going to be bringing them along in some way or another. So let's... where are you? Over here. And over here. And we actually have... I changed where the inventory thing goes, so... not that one. This one. Up by tier to tier 4. Let's go ahead and up-tie you, shall we? So, Faint Aroma and Solitude Roshu. Here we go. I don't like it how when you do it this way, you don't get like the animation. Like that's annoying. It was an unremarkable sort of day, if one could call it that, when even the agents of the upper layer had been mobilized to suppress and return Al Ryune to its containment unit. Because suppressing Al Ryune is a fucking bitch and a half. With the control team left hollowed out, the child had been saddled with managing the abnormalities assigned to the department. TMPC. As soon as she stepped into the old lady's containment unit, the child sat reclining in a chair and crossed her legs, unfiltered complaints spilling out of her mouth. Old lady being the Solitude gun that she's got, because Ryoshu, for some reason, is dual-wielding all the time. All day long, she'd been tasked with doing managerial work on Al Ryune to extract its ego gear. And she failed. That's 3 times already. 7, actually, by the manager's yardstick, that should allow Al Ryune to escape under her watch today alone. Because Al Ryune is a little fucking bitch who keeps on fucking escaping unless you get, like, normal results, if I recall Al Ryune correct. It doesn't like good, it doesn't like bad, you gotta get, like, middle of the road. I don't see how that pink mongrel breaking containment is my fault. It's that dimwit of a manager. Must have bled out every scrap of luck, because he couldn't resist rubbernecking at the thing every now and then. Al Ryune. That sorrowful child slips out of containment when the work result is bad, and just as readily on a good. There we go, I remembered! It's never content to remain confined. It would much rather wander outside, suffusing the company's musty corridors with the fresh scent of the forest. Things must look quite unfair from where it stands. And, of course, from where the manager stands too. No flower viewing today. Just stuck hearing the old hag droning on all day. The fucking train does not have an ego gift. It doesn't have armor or a weapon. We do not have to worry about the fucking train showing up in this. Although if there is a fucking Walpurgis event dedicated to the fucking train, I am going to scream. Also, yeah, it's pink and fluffy. It is very garish. It's become pitch black. This room. Curse must have seeped into the walls. Been a while since I've last done some work here. Dearie? Dearie? Would you like to hear a story? Whatever. Tales crooned like lullabies, poems too abstract to grasp, ghost stories that make the hair on the back of the neck stand straight up. Stories known to all, the ones known to none. The old lady knows every tale ever told, every single story in existence, every nursery rhyme written for children. It goes without saying that her troves of tales also include the secret stories of the other abnormalities. Just a coincidence, perhaps? Or is it inevitability? For the first time, the old lady brought up a tale of an abnormality, an entity that the child knew all too well. Oh, Al Ryune, the lovely one, the doll who yearned to be a human. Know something about that rabid thing? A flicker of surprise crosses the child's face as she voices her question, but the answer, in all likelihood, won't be hers to hear. The old lady, you see, doesn't speak to you. She merely speaks, spitting her tales and making her loneliness known. Or your grandma, everyone. Go have a chat with your grandma, people. Its eyes were full of soul, and it was adored by people. Every genesis of the spring is to be followed by the passing of the autumn. The old lady does no such thing as asking. She doesn't respond either. Words that come out of her mouth are not the conversation. Which is why, for all the stories she tells, she can never manage to fill the void of her loneliness. One day, the doll was abandoned in a dark forest. Its eyes were stolen by crows lusting for glitter, while its mind, life, and heart slowly withered away. Part by part, its pretty porcelain body cracked and shattered. Where its eyes once were, only gaping holes were left. And yet, the doll remained standing in the forest. The cracks and openings on the porcelain were instead filled with a growing bouquet of flowers, and fresh petals fluttered down like tears from the empty holes of its eyes. And then, what happened next? Did it hunt down the crow that pecked its eyes out? Did it cut off its wings? The child knew that no answer would be returned, that she would still get to hear the next part of the story, and whether or not she invited the old lady to continue. Still, ask she did, as though she were used to such exchanges. Alryune, lacking eyes, but all-seeing, a human who yearned to be a doll. Born of soil, and to soil shall it return. The old lady directed her gaze at the child, a gaze as hollow as that of the Alryune from the story, a black void that seems to meet the child's own eyes. It was almost as though we're interested in hearing what the child would make of the tale. The child's eyebrows cinched together in a scowl. The tale might have found footing had she cared to listen with interest. It was not for her. She really should have spared herself the trouble of hearing it out, she thought. Lone. Stories literally otiose, needless, empty. Otiose, that's not a word I've heard before. Let's look up our words, shall we? Otiose, lazy, indolent, of no use, pointless or superfluous, ineffective and futile. But surely that was not the end of the story for the doll. Perhaps the story hit a bit too close to home. Maybe it reminded the child of a certain someone she only remembered in the foggy fragments of her memories. Either way, a cloying loneliness clung to the child as she stepped out of the containment unit. There we go. Who the hell are you? Oh, I'm Vera, from Information. You're that agent who transferred to the middle layer from the safety team, right? Ryoshu. Right. Ryoshu. I've heard quite a bit about you. What do you want? Came down because Mr. Yasod gave the order for support. There was no one in the control team. Anyhow, I thought I smelled something burning in the lobby, and I see that you are altered your ego gift into a cigarette. Not an issue, I guess, as long as it's not a fire. Okay, so altering ego gifts. I guess that's why we've got the altered for Hornet, right? Alright. The employee extended a hand for a handshake, but the child slapped it away like a high five and moved towards the hallways, only to be stopped by the flustered employee blocking her path. Please, just wait a moment. Please wait here until the control team arrives. Stacking up to fight Alriune, I'm guessing, because Alriune loves to run away. And why should I do that? You missed the announcement, I take it. The Dusk of Amber will begin shortly. And during the Dusk of Amber, the effectiveness of red, that is, a physical attack, is doubled. Multiplier nonsense you people have to play with, Correct. Yoshu, your eager weapons are both white type. I recommend either switching weapons or leave this to the other agents. Your NSFP. Pardon? You're not seeing the full picture. The child brushed past the employee and walked into the corridor with light steps. Look closely. MB. Switching ego gear is what allows double the efficiency. All I need to do is use both of my weapons at once instead. What? I'll show you the collaboration of FAS. A gigantic worm burst into the hallway. As the ordeal entity advanced slowly, yet not without momentum, the child raised her crossbow and took aim. The employee, who frantically chased after the child, watched the bolt flying from the crossbow. And in the same breath, the child's revolver fired six rounds at the ordeal at a speed too fast for the eye to track. Was that not enough? Why, I told you to either switch weapons or wait! Look, it's not too late to go back and... More shots should do the trick then. One shot, then two, then a third. Bolts and bullets rained down on the ordeals until they burst like squashed fruit. And another bolt loosened at point-blank range, punched straight through the largest of them, the Dusk itself. Not a dull end to wrap up a day. Wait, why are you aiming that thing at me? The child, perhaps, had managed to reshape the loneliness that latched onto her into an artistry of her own. But she no longer seemed lonely at all as she emptied her gun on the horrified employee. Clearly, Vera was suffering a sanity break. Obviously. Alright. Anyway, let's go and check you out, shall we? Let's also level you up. Yeah. Alright. So, what's your deal? I never actually looked at what the previews of these identities were, so this is new to me. So, bang bang. Coin power up for tremor and sinking on target. Spend bullet solitude, unique ammo. Ammo count cannot be gained or lost due to external effect. Okay. And you've got 6 shots, revolver. And stories that never cease. Attack weight, huh? Low coin value. When the skill inflicts solitude, target already has solitude this turn or will be inflicted with solitude next turn. Trigger tremor burst instead and reduce target's tremor count by 1. Okay. So, solitude. Extra damage from gloom skills. Change panic type to solitude. Alright, bosses are immune to that, but okay, understood. And units without SP gain sinking count instead. Okay, lose 1 stack. Low morale. Gain +2 sinking count at turn, and panic 3 sinking count. Gotcha. Alright. Interesting. Inflict Solitude next turn. Okay. And over here, Blossoming Fragrance of the Void. Okay, yeah, extra coin power. 1% damage for every faint aroma on target. So gain 1 stack if this unit takes sinking damage. Tremor Burst applies faint aroma on 3 other random allies. Alright. At max stack, gain 2 tremor and trigger Tremor Burst on self, and take gloom damage equal to sinking on self, and lose all faint aroma. Yeah, if unit is killed, inflict faint aroma divided by 2 on randomly between the unit's allies. Okay. Alright. Spends a Solitude Bullet there. And Full Bloom. Alright. So extra damage for faint aroma, sinking on target, and Tremor Burst. Magnificent End. Unclashable ability, huh? Alright. One was unclashable as well, actually, so... Wait, 3. External effects cannot trigger this skill to be reused. Alright. Deal 30% damage for every excess attack weight beyond the number of actual targets. Final power +1 for every 5 faint aroma on target. Lose all petals on self. Alright. Offense level... Yep. Okay. And gain 15 stacks per turn. Okay. Inflict faint aroma, sinking. Yep. And gloom damage equal to sinking. Alright. So, gain 10 petals with your defense evasion. Also gain fragile next turn, huh? Alright. Anyway. Begin with 6 bullets Solitude. At 1+ bullet Solitude, if the enemy has less than -40 SP or is staggered, at this unit or an ally's attack end, use Bang Bang as an unopposed attack once per turn. Alright. So that's the extra attack, I'm guessing, rather than stories that never cease, perhaps? No, it can't be, because this one's a 0. This one's 3. Gotcha. Okay. At 0 bullet Solitude, use Stories That Never Cease as an unopposed attack against the target, and consume 10 SP to reload. Oh, alright. Stories That Never Cease. Over here. Okay. Yep, so we get to use this attack whenever we run out of bullets, and then we reload. Awesome. That's cost a little bit of SP to reload. You don't have a unique panic, do you? Okay, cool. And Unwithered Flowered. Okay, so owned. Okay. 1 petals if enemy takes sinking. Gain petals equal to faint aroma inflicted every time enemies gain faint aroma, and 2 petals every time Tremor Burst is triggered. And at 30 petals, use Magnificent End against the target with the highest aroma stack. Gotcha. And yeah, Magnificent End being over there. So, a bunch of sort of extra attacks with this character, huh? Alright. If this unit lost 10% HP this turn, heal 3% HP and 10 SP. Alright. A little bit of a defense for us. And our support passive, with higher speed, hits an enemy with a skill that inflicts sinking potency, inflicts 2 tremor and trigger Tremor Burst. Alright. Anyway. Let me just quickly switch over.
한 건이라도 더 열차 정리에 투입돼야 할 판에 갑자기 신입 커피와는 다르게 그
Don't
동화의
get
끝이 고작
the
그런
thing here, do
결말이면
we?
차라리 듣지 않는 편이
Alright,
낫겠어.
let me just check the theater. Identity archive. Ear shoe. That.
벌레놈들의 체액에서 사과 맛이 난다는 주어도 나가고
that.
화살 한 발로 꿰뚫을 수 없다면 거기에 총알 6발을 얹어주면 그만이지. 봤나? 에고는 이렇게 다루는 거다, 애송이들.
I imagine there's some sort of like special dry cleaning service powered by a singularity to get your clothes washed, right? Like this is that kind of universe, right?
관리자는
Let's go do Maser now. Let's see here. Yeah, let's level you up. There you go. And yeah, so you've got 4 rounds. Some attacks cancel if lacking ammo. Alright. 4 on target. Less damage against sub-targets. Yeah, fair enough. You do have attack weight. Inflicts bleed, huh? Alright. 4-round buckshot. You've got different sorts of that, huh? Alright. Anyway, let's start uptying, shall we? So, before use at max spore round base, inflict pierce fragility on hit once per turn, and 6+ burn and bleed, coin power +1. Gotcha. And over here, extra damage for spore on target, and extra coin power for burn and bleed. And your combat passive, on kill against targets with spore, inflict double the spore for the next turn. Okay. And spore, ooh, hello. Gain +1 burn count for every 5 stack. Okay. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to build up burn count on characters, because not a lot of characters have the most burn count. So this could be quite handy for that. Alright. So, there. Also, you've got Eager Alteration Spore round. So start with 10 base and 6 buckshot. Yeah. 2 spore on base, 3 spore on buckshot. Yeah, they're negative effects. Before coin use of a coin that spends spore round buckshot, the unit does not have spore round buckshot. Consume 2 SP and 2 spore round base to gain 1 spore round buckshot. Okay, so we can convert the base stuff into buckshot. If the unit runs out of spore round mid-skill, cancel all subsequent coins and reload germination, huh? Okay. Consume 16 minus sum of spore round divided by 2. Reset both spore round base and buckshot to 0 stacks and gain them up to max stacks. Okay. So you get to reload and gain a loyalty pheromone, huh? Max stack +3. Following effects next turn based on stack at turn end. 1 is protection. At 2 you get haste, and 3 stacks is a clash power up. Alright. It's gonna take like it'd be a long battle to sort of like build up to 3 stacks of that, considering you've got to kill targets with spore for that. Yeah. Loyalty pheromone's nice. Alright. Actually, it doesn't say that he's got to kill them. Like, anyone can kill these guys. Alright, cool. The research teams, that's us, examination, has confirmed that even gears that were outcomes of stable, refined extractions may undergo slight mutations depending on the user. No, I wouldn't attribute that to incompleteness. Rather, such changes may even be a process of these gears reaching their own completion, like real ego. Let us label this phenomenon alteration for now. Alright. Yeah, anyway, let us uptie again. So, field test dust spark. Extra damage for spore on target. Oh, you get to reload using this as well. Understood. This coin hits only a single target. Spend a base. Yep. Yeah. Okay. And on the final one, buckshot. On it without cracking, if target spore is at max stack, activate the following. Well, burn potency times spore stack divided by 10 wrath damage. Dealing wrath damage with this effect counts as activating burn. Yep, target loses 1 burn count. Spore expires. Okay. +1 burn count and +1 bleed count. And yep, so upgrade the coins on that. Coins upgraded there. And worker beat. Ally Pierce base attack skill end. Said ally heals HP equal to 10% of HP dealt with the attack 2 times per encounter. For this turn, if all base attack skills equipped on allied skill slot Pierce skills, all allies heal 10 SP at turn end. Alright.
시리, 먹이사슬 등장. 지향 및 기존에 의뢰받은 실험에 따라 팀원들은 팀장이 먹이사슬에 삼켜지더라도 공격 행동을 하지 않을 것. 이상이다.
Alright. Well, let's see your story now, shall we? Victim number 4 already. Yep, Queen Bee is like that. I had dispatched a clear warning to all relevant personnel that they must steer clear of the abnormalities containment unit while work is in progress, as the biohazardous material the entity secretes could permeate through the barrier. It could not be helped, as the authority to physically quarantine a section of the facility lies with the manager. Yeah, and for some reason the manager never sees fit to send all the clerks away. I don't know why. Itchy. Captain. So itchy. The subject complained of the pruritus of her nape for the 27th time. I probably shouldn't scratch the itch, right, Captain? Scratching your skin to address the itchiness will not be a problem. There is no need for you to worry about the bleeding or excoriation of your skin. Yeah, because you're gonna die. Oh. Amber, of the clerical staff. That is you, correct? That's correct. Oh. The subject complained of pruritus for the 28th time since the beginning of this interview. Primary memory retention ability remains in good condition. With that, I record that 10 or more casualties have shown no changes to the brain activity at the 23 hours, 6 minutes, and 21 seconds mark since spore inhalation. Extrapolation. Occipital lobe hypertrophy observed in the late stages of spore infection, henceforth the pre-hatch state, accelerates rapidly at an undetermined time since initial contact. This finding boosts the value of early egg identification and extermination protocol research by 7.1409%. Sorry, what are you saying? Nothing that requires your comprehension. No, I mean, I don't seem to hear you clearly. Oh, my belly hurts. Loss of hearing identified. This is the first recorded instance of such a symptom among the casualties. Hold still. I will use a bioscanner on your abdomen. Is that Whatever this is, go away. It will not. Remove your hands from your abdomen. Lava activity observed at the 23 hours, 07 minutes, and 01 seconds mark since spore inhalation. This instance has occurred 33% earlier compared to the average extrapolated from the pre-existing data's standard normal distribution. Light palpitations of the occipital lobe area have been observed concurrently. The palpitation is currently traveling to the subject's auditory organ, which leads one to conjecture that it is related to the victim's hearing loss. There's something skittering around in there. The interval of its molting process from instar 2 to instar 2 remains the same within the margin of error. Captain, there's this guy I hang out with all the time. Jacob. He was with me when it happened. Is he okay? Okay, in what sense? Sorry, I can't hear you. Oh, that's better. It doesn't hurt as much. Nullification of pain receptors identified. I will now post any subsequent questions in writing. Is he okay, as in, he's not sick, right? I drew an X on paper to relay to the victim that Jacob was indeed not sick. Oh, that's good. Oh, I feel funny, like I'm bloated. Captain Maso? What's up with the ego weapon? Immediate pre-eclosion symptoms identified. Preparing for battle. Oh, that's right. She's so close by. My queen. It's hatching. Eclosion of entity T04502 identified and eliminated. And the subsequent emergence of Amber Ordeal also identified. Eliminated. Reporting test results of conducting an interview near T0450's containment unit. While no variance in the interval between contraction and the late stage of infection has been observed, it can be said the subject receives the Queen at a relatively earlier point. Hey Shoma, thank you very much for the subscription, I do appreciate it. Hope you're doing alright, by the way. Just currently going through the upties of the Walpurgis IDs, but we're almost done, and we'll be ready to go to the actual event momentarily. Recording and observation of note. The entity spoke through the victim immediately before eclosion, suggesting that it has the capability to seize the victim's nervous system. And hey, Captain. You know WIH. Another containment breach. Don't fault me, Captain. No matter what I do, whether I do good or bad, it goes apeshit. It's shit luck at what? The difficulty of managing the abnormality is acknowledged. However, continued shirking and offloading of your suppression responsibility to other employees is inappropriate. I believe former captains should be held to a higher degree of accountability. Take a good look at these weapons the fool of a manager gave me, and say that again. His creepy face didn't change one bit, no matter how many bullets I blasted into it. I have shared the absurdity of your weapon assignment with Mr. Hesed, but it appears that he has not yet found the time to pay the manager a visit. Manager. BTC. Bunch of slackers, all of them. Well, not that I mind. More they lays about. More opportunities for art appreciation time I get. The dusk ordeal is still in progress. Search for other hallways to assist. Your BAH as always, Captain. Welfare team hallways are clear. As for the interview subject's corpse, it will be cremated alongside victim Jacob's cadaver, including the interview. I mean, did we really think that Jacob survived? What is the meaning of your gaze? T-0450. Is it wrath? Because I killed your worker bee with the very weapon extracted from your essence? Or does it look like just another redemption or love from where you stand? I am curious. How does it all appear in your eyes? Does it appear as inscrutable as my gaze is to you? Didn't expect to get sentimental. I will have to check my corrosion rate. However, the first order of business is completing the suppression effort. End of recording. And it's cool that we sort of see Basso through the compound eyes of Queen Bee there. Anyway, uptie. So Warning Shot gets a base upgrade and 10% damage every 5 spore. And yeah, max of 2 there, and 2 bleed there. Base upgrade there. 15% damage there. Max of 45, huh? Alright. Oh, hello. Convert coins equal to loyalty pheromone into unbreakable coins, beginning with the final coin. Alright. At 1 or fewer spore round base. Reload germination. Oh, we get to reload a little bit earlier as well, which is nice to sort of like avoid running out of ammo. Okay. And yeah, field test. Yeah, 50% damage for every excess attack weight beyond the number of actual target. Yeah, consume 6 SP to gain 3 spore round base. And loyalty pheromone, clash power up, and unbreakable coins, attack weight +1 at 3 loyalty. Okay. 2, 3. Ooh, and this is quite nice because that means we won't sort of get caught out with running out of ammo and having to reload, which sometimes happens with the Yisang ID with the butterflies. Oops, spore germination. Reload, fade, wing power up. If loyalty pheromone is available, heal an additional 5 HP per every stack. Okay. And combat passive enhanced. On kill with a based attack skill, gain spore round skill spends divided by 2 spore rounds, rounded up once per skill. Okay. Well, let's do that. Lovely. And before we forget, we got ourselves Singing Machine Harmony. Let's go check this out, shall we? Flash power +1 to every 2 bleed plus burn on main target. Yeah, more damage based on missing HP on self. Yep, sub-targets take less damage. All allies gain rhythm next turn. So rhythm is 2% damage every stack. Offense level up, defense level down. Okay, so net positive in my opinion. Attack end. Ooh, hello. Heal 8 SP for 1 plus highest resonance other allies with the least SP. and lose 8 FP at combat end of the next 2 turns. But your sanity cost is lower compared to other HE ones, so we sort of okay. So it's similar. Works similar to the WoW egos. Gotcha. All right. So 10% 10% plus HP, take damage, then reuse this coin 4 times per skill. Ooh, alright. Does not stagger or reduce this unit's HP below 1. Use that 4 times. Insane. Alright. And while you're doing that, you're inflicting burn and bleed and providing rhythm. Nice. Alright. The corrosion, on the other hand, heals 10 SP for 4 other allies, so just gives it a flat amount. All allies gain 2 rhythm, wrath damage, lust damage, envy damage, and fragile next turn. And if you kill the target, activate it once more. Gotcha, so even more buffs. Okay, so yeah, unbreakable. 10 to 20 HP damage. Reuse this coin if the sum of HP lost to this is less than 50. 4 times per skill. Okay. And so passive, gain rhythm at turn start. On target kill, unit gains HP and sanity. Was killed by ego skill harmony double. If the unit lost SP this turn, heal 4 plus sum of burn and bleed on all enemies divided by 10 SP. Alright. Alright, so we got ourselves a ad break, so we're going to pause here, and then we will go over the upgrades for Harmony, and then we will get into the actual event, okay? Be right back. All right, and we're back. So, we already went over the passive, so we will upgrade that. Yep, there we go. And level 3. Max 8 clash power now. Okay. Heals extra SP. Beautiful. And random ally gains 1 to 2 rhythm next turn. Excuse me. Yep, extra SP. Do that. Alright. And let's go all the way on this one, shall we? Because, yeah, we're getting bonus SP, maxing out on 10 here for the clash power, so we can really clinch the victory on that. And yeah, extra rhythm, that's good. Alright. Man, if we could get like an increase on coin power, though, that would be incredible for this bloody reusable coin here. Anyway, do that. Okay, now we need to decide what we want to go in with on this. Well, I'm going to add in Hesed for this. Let's take off.
기다려줘서 고마워.
There we are.
혹시 존댓말을 생략했다고 기분이 상한 건 아니지?
I think it's going to automatically use him anyway.
나는 헤세드야.
But
복제팀을 맡고 있어.
okay. So I might go with like a full sort of like Walpurgis build, perhaps. So we've got you up. I haven't leveled this up yet. Does do bleed. This also does bleed as well, so okay. This does burn for us. But yeah, the poise stuff is nice, so I don't necessarily see the need to sort of alter that. One's very tremor based, whereas your one's actually like burn and bleed. Your one's the one that's got tremor and thinking, right? Okay. Sorry. So over here, yeah, pursuance is yeah, regret. Okay. That's fine. So over here. I mean, Tournament's going to do some syncing. That could help us out with this. The burn here is going to help out a lot there. Fire Fist Gregor is really great for burn, so I might include you. Over here, syncing. So go with that. Okay. I suppose you've got a bunch of tremor, you've got a bunch of burn. But also Heisho was just really good, so I'll see how things look, at least, in terms of egos. Anyway, let's go in here. So, as we know from Walpurgis events, you mostly just have to do... Hold on. Defeating a Bonbon unit? A Bonbon! Bonbon's back! We've got a Bun over here as well. Those are... Bonbon is one of the popular generic agents in the Lobotomy Corporation. Alright. Anyway, let's let's just wing it, shall we? Okay. So, I think we want to, because yeah, we're gonna get like a bonus as the welfare team leader. So we'll give it to you. Bringing 5 along, are we?
복지팀의 협조가
Alright.
관리인가?
No green.
의로움을 세우기.
You've got some green. You don't have any green, do you? No. And does Regret have green? I don't think so. No. Alright.
가시죠. 화투페 2패 의뢰인가요?
Ooh, alright. That's interesting. Gregor's still out of play, it looks like. Yeah, we can't use Gregor, unfortunately. I think he's still recovering from the previous Kanto. Alright. In that case...
주군께서 모이를 뿌리셨으니
oh yeah, Sinclair, actually. What do we do on Sinclair? You don't have green. You do have green, so... yeah, alright. Go with you. We've got Harmony equipped. Alright.
관리인가?
복지팀의 협조가 필요한 거지.
Yep, and we will go with Rodia over here. Yeah, so we've got Hex Nail for healing, should we need it. And yeah, Indicatance Trial also has healing. And... sorry, who had the sanity? You had the sanity with Harmony, right? Yes, okay, cool. Alright. I think we've got our team here. It's mostly all lobotomy egos, except for you, who is in fact a Heisho. So, let's go.
제한 명령 지역으로 이동.
Can I get 7 number 3 bolts? Oh, we're looks like we're rebuilding the place after what's going on here. Number 3 bolts. Bingo! Be right there. Oh, quit lollygagging and get cracking, lass. We're swamped here. Behold, hither! I have espied a combination of cracks that much resembles a fixer's sigil. Oh, that's right. Enough out of you, you will. Huh? Did you just weave out my smack? My patterns have become far too predictable. About 2 days have passed since we wrapped up Operation Spiderpire. The LCE department was still recovering from the aftermath of the assault, and we were assisting where we could with the restoration efforts. So, I wasn't sure what exactly we were doing here with the facility management team. I hardly expected to see you again so soon after that. Some farewell that was. Well, it can't be helped that the entire facility management team is currently on PTO. We've been loaned some LCCA personnel for the repair project, so let us make do with them. I'm surprised that they haven't all been dragged back to the office already. What with everything that's happened. PTO is their right and therefore must be honoured. You can't just cancel their time off after signing and approving their request. Hohenheim is a better boss than some real-life bosses. Then why don't we just wait till they get back from their vacays? Come on. Put our butts out there just a few days ago. How about giving us some time off too? More predictable than a windmill? I mean, a windmill can be tricky if it's one of those windmills that move with the wind. like the wind direction, I guess, and the wind is being particularly unreliable. Not with multiple containment units still blasted wide open. There's no telling when the abnormalities reduced to their ovate forms will return, you understand. Should we face such a case without the containment units ready to operate, the entities will be wreaking havoc on our facility yet again, and we will all be dragged back to work, like it or not. I would much rather not have to deal with another containment breach incident so soon. Especially when it's almost certain they will be laying waste to the boxes of snacks that we prepared specifically for your return. How many boxes have you got? 3. All of them 48 by 38 by 34 centimeters in dimension, the largest standard-sized box we have. We're in. It's great being able to bribe people with a pizza party. Oi! Who do you think you are to tell us what to do? Still, there was no point in arguing with Hohenheim when he was right. No need to needlessly drag out restoring the facility and let those abnormalities loose again. Besides, Gregor was still down for the count. All righty, boys and girls, I got you some cool drinks, so take a quick breather. Oh, you're full of beans today, ain't ya? Hey, what's not to like? They've got snacks I've never even laid my eyes on before. Oh, Em, come here, look at this. Ta-da! Look what I found, everyone! Roger declared as she triumphantly held up a small can. What is that? I don't think I've seen that before either. Is this a can of Well Cheers? Seriously? You never had one of these when you were little? Oh, wait. Do they not sell this stuff in the nests? Or maybe not, if there's something that can be bought over the counter. Oh, I know this. It's that shaky then drinky thing in it. Yeah, I knew you'd recognize this, Heath. You're all like bloody sheltered townies, you know that? Right, take a gander at this. That can's gonna blow up in your face if you keep shaking it like... You know what I'm doing, Bodhi? Look, I uncapped this thing, and... try a sip. Yes, Heathcliff's patented 3-tap method. 3 taps, and you're golden. Turned into jelly. Heathcliff moved from sinner to sinner, confidently handing them each a can of well-shaken drinks. And the sinners all responded with varying degrees of astonishment. Some of them even giving the can a double take. This is a condensation of carbonation itself, its structure compressed into pudding-like forms. Wowzers! It's like they took the juice of a fruit and trapped it in tiny bubbles. It's slightly too sweet, but it's tasty nonetheless. Now this is what I'm talking about. Say, where'd you get these? I couldn't get my hands on this stuff recently. Roger doing the classic anime girl drinking of beer voice right there. As we researchers are all rather positively obsessed with new technology, that fixation translates quite directly to addiction to unique products like these. The pleasant flavor gives us a nice extra dose of motivation, of course. Sometimes enough to store them in expensive stasis preservation boxes, just in case we end up craving them in the future. According to our findings, the sudden paucity of this product in the mass market was caused primarily by the significant production cuts of its manufacturing plant. Despite the constant demand, it seems that the maintenance costs were far too expensive to maintain it as a large-scale operation. Then you're just giving these rarities to us? Oh, blimey. That's actually the nicest thing someone's ever done for us in a while. Oi! You ain't half bad, Specs. Going up in my list. Oh, no need to reevaluate the personability of my character on my account assistant. They're from Martin's stash, anyway. Without an owner to claim them, we were bound to end up collecting dust in the corner of some lost and found box. If spirits truly do exist, and if Martin had indeed chosen to haunt this very spot, I'm certain that he would have chimed in to say, "It seems like the reasonable thing to do, boss." Once again, he wasn't wrong, but his palpable lack of concern for the feelings of those around him seemed to suggest that there was indeed no reason for us to reconsider his personality. Oh, bloody hell, mate. Led with that. I think some of that went down the wrong pipe. Of course, food's not there to look pretty. I agree with Hohenheim. After all, what use are all these delicacies if we just let them sit and spoil? Totes! Like... Let these tasties go bad, right? Is that good? It is good, but not that good, that executive manager. She is simply a glutton with no regard for flavor. You know, I do feel pretty bad for Dante every time we get a chance to eat something good. What with being unable to eat and all. I don't think it's something to feel bad about. Still, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Muttering, I looked up to stare at Roger. Oh, yeah! That really hit the spot. Oh, somebody stop me, because I can't. Downing her third can of drink. That reminds me. I had once cobbled together a gustation simulator as a hobby project. Gustation simulator? As we must all be aware, energy gel is the most efficient form of sustenance. It is tiny, highly caloric, yet, unfortunately, makes for quite a flavorless gustatory experience. I have devised a gadget that, once a food item is placed and scanned in its flavor analyzer, it transfers its exact flavor profile directly to its wearer, Glaven. Turning into Dr. Frink again. Professor Frink. Okay. It is rather simple to equip and operate too. Simply wearing it on your wrist should transfer the flavor information to the wearer, but I must have misplaced it. Gotta say, that sounds pretty revolutionary for how dismissive you are about it. Like it's some kind of toy you bashed together. The joy must come from the invention and demonstration of the technology itself. Indeed, my fellows would, following the regular Illuminators conferences, cast their erstwhile prime inventions into boxes of miscellanea. Decent guess, but you're half wrong. I had indeed intended to distribute it to my team were it not for that single fault. What is that single fault, you ask? Well, when worn for too long, the device would start recognizing even the mere act of breathing as eating. Every breath I took brought the rush of thick, cloying Basque cheesecake flavor onto my tongue. It would normally be a rather scrumptious delicacy, but when it taints the very air I breathe, it inspires nothing but nausea in my mouth. And thanks to that, I ended up uncontrollably emptying the contents of my stomach on the floor. Ew. But perhaps that should not be a problem for subjects who are not coerced to breathe by their autonomic nervous system, such as your manager. Oh, does that mean I'll finally get to partake in Roger's food critiquing session during our next team dinner? By the looks of it, they seem quite excited about that prospect. Very well, I will begin my search henceforth. Then... Were these alarms connected to this facility as well? Indeed. Every location related to Limbus Company is equipped with relevant devices to detect the arrival of Walpurgis Knights. Once the familiar green light and the accompanying alarm began to flare, Faust, who had been wordlessly leaning against the wall with her arms crossed, slowly shuffled towards us. She seemed unusually exhausted, so I thought I might ask her if everything was okay, but... Have the corridor repairs progressed enough for us to explore this scenario, Hohenheim? Of course! Contrary to someone who insisted that its frequency is not something we can reliably predict, I had intuited that this odd phenomenon with a taste for green illuminations would be arriving soon, and made the corridor repairs one of our high priority goals. I see. Thank you. Faust is not happy about that. Maybe now's a bad time. That response was, indeed, most unexpected. Completely breaks the expected behavior patterns. Dante, let us enter without delay. Huh? Well, okay. It sounded as though Hohenheim muttered something at us at the last second, but his voice was soon devoured by the sinners and their raucous chatter, accompanied by the slurping noise of drinks guzzled down. B-A-O. Depressing. Yeah, let's see. Where in the welfare team section? Maybe it's blue all over because that's their main color? This place is pretty big too. Not as big as Central Command, but this place has got a pretty high ceiling. Oh, wouldn't they have changed the actual colors or interior design of this hole? Oh, different lights, sure, but it always samey looking. It's starting to get a bit old for me. I think consistency's a good thing, actually. The library always throws something new at us every visit, and there were times when we got killed before we even knew what was going on. Forsooth! If our lives be forfeit all the same, wouldst thou not say that they are best spent on new experiences? New experiences, such as experiencing a color with our own eyes! Oh, hasn't that bloke's blue sight sliced and diced you more than a dozen times, lass? Oh, don't tell me you enjoyed every single one of them. Hey, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't consider your lives to be forfeit all the same. More death equals more pain for me, you know. Well, despite their relative predictability, it is inadvisable to underestimate the former L-Corp's ordeals, as they are also characterized by progressively intensifying danger levels. Danger levels? Indeed. Scenarios first began with dawn, then it was noon, followed by a suppression of a VAV risk level abnormality. It is obvious that the ordeal following our previous encounter would pose a greater level of danger than the ordeal of noon. You must be referring to the incrementally progressive pressure that we had discussed prior, Miss Faust. Yes. Following that deductive mode of thinking, this ordeal must be an ordeal of dusk. Oh, blimey. Oh, you certainly got a talent for spectacle. Say, are you waiting in the habit of stalling, or waiting for dramatic moments to drop important information, are you? Faust does not care for such useless, vain theatricalities. What? I was clearly joking, lass. You don't have to be so cross about it. I should probably sort out a few doubts for Faust to go over in our next consultation session. I think she might not be too happy about being labeled stupid Faust. Last level genuinely ruined her mental. Yeah, quite right, Sewer. We'd better focus on the ordeal at hand first. Faust, mind shedding some more light on it? The time will be dusk, and the color is amber. I hope you're doing alright, by the way, Sewer Dog. The food chain is set to appear in this ordeal. The food chain? As in that whole natural cycle of eat and be eaten? It's the circle of life. Hakuna Matata. Why? It's gotta be bugs again! Yeah, makes sense to me, fair enough. I can understand not wanting to make a full commitment to a game like that, especially when there's plenty of people out there streaming the game. So, thanks for stopping by. While I was still mulling over what Faust had just said, Roger, who seemed to have noticed something squirming in the distance, burst into a disgusted, irritated rant. Envy runs our psyops to make the sleep-inducing game. Usually what I do is I sort of run a round of MD like every day, make it less onerous, I guess. Treating it as part of the dailies rather than a weekly. And I'll finish that halfway through the week. And yeah, that works out better for me. Sometimes I'll do a full run all at once, but yeah. Since last time, it's just been one thing after another trying to gross me out. This also supposed to be one of the goals of the so-called scenario setup. Yeah. Whilst still holding the can of jelly drink in her hand. There it goes. I've completely lost my appetite. Either finish chewing before you speak, or wipe that revulsed grimace off your face if you insist on shoveling the jelly down regardless of the creature's sight. One lapse in decorum at a time. Fortunately, Executive Manager, the entity's movement speed appears notably slow. A meticulous distance measuring, coupled with a methodical stratagem, should allow us to neutralize the target without issue. Right. There's no need to rush. If we can just make sure to move faster than those things do, we should be fine. Grub time. Grub time. An excellent substitute.
곤란하네. 나는 어떤 사람과도 잘 지낼 자신이 있지만 관리자님은 예외거든. 관리자님과 희희낙낙하면서 지내는 건 내게도 버겁다고.
It's amusing to have that up there. Alright. So Christian status 021. And Bong Bong! Alright. So, upon entry, gain 1-3 preparing herd migration. At 0 stat, use herd migration at turn start. Yeah, you can stagger recover from stagger when this effect triggers. If Bun Bun is on the field, passive does not activate. Ordeals are quite distinct from abnormalities. They are vivid representations of intense traumas, dredged up at random from humanity's dreams that course through the farthest depth of this company. On attack against a target with a damage type, the target is weak or fatal to, declined. How would such a flavorful beverage end up being called Bong Bong? Inflict 1 Bong Bong orange on the target that killed this unit. Oh. At less than 60%, heal 30% and lose this effect. Oh, nice. Alright. Alright, so we've got to kill these ones first, it looks like. Orange flavored bubble supplement. And what passive do you have? Welfare Team Captain. Copy of skill 3, lose 1 copy of skill 1. Burn, bleed, rupture, sinking, or tremor potency by skills. Base skills that gain or spend ammo deal 30% damage. On use with base skills that gain or spend ammo, heal 10 SP for 1 ally with the lowest SP, including this unit. Gain Ego Resource +2. Yeah, and 1 for all affinities. With remaining... Okay. Yeah, so as I thought, Welfare Team is providing a bonus to the IDs here. It might have been better to give you... Hold on, current mode Hornet Rifle.
제 무기는 육체적 손상만을 위해 설계되었으니
Remember that
정신력 회복을 위한
anything in
지원을
here about it
주지
changing or
않았나.
anything? Was it like evolve with loyalty, perhaps? Alright, anyway. Let's get things underway. Okay. So... We've got 2 over here, 2 over there. Yeah, we'll go with that.
정확하게.
제압 계획의 규모가 너무 큰 거 아니야? 적당히 쉬엄쉬엄해도 괜찮을 텐데.
There we go.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 거겠지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라
How much more do we need for you? Reds and blues, gotcha.
이곳의
Alright.
목적이 그런 게 아니라는 거 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
So, herd migration 1, 1, 1, 1. Alright. Yeah, so I've got a few going down here. Not that available. That. Have to get those two. Over here. Which one was
대복 탄환을 쏠 거라면 미리 말해라.
yeah,
저번처럼
blue.
말없이 쏘면 또 검집으로 쳐내버릴 테니.
And there.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
징계팀에서 다 망가뜨린 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아있어.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
관리자님은 그래도 어디에 누구니까처럼 직원들을 사지를 못해.
믿지 않아. 나는 분명 가위를 내겠다고 했을 텐데.
Little bit of grubs, that's alright.
저 활활 타는 마음도 오래 가진 못할 거야.
Hey.
식기 전까진 열성적으로 해보는 것도 괜찮겠지.
Counts and gnawing gobble. Okay. I don't have any different ones yet. No ones. Okay. Well, yeah, we have to keep in mind there's a turn count for this one. It does happen sometimes. Let's keep in mind. Now, I do want Magic Bullet to be used. Here at Magic Bullet 1, so it's probably only going to be just the one, right? Yeah, okay. No worries. Go over there. These guys are weak to anyway. Piercing. Gotcha. And also red. Alright.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
Here we go.
역시 네놈 말대로 어떤 사람이라도 맞출 수 있는 마법의 탄환으로.
Now.
차라리
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지.
Now.
그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이
Magic
그런 게
Bullet Fire,
아니야.
so let's use
관리자님도 알고
that. Go over there. Yeah, current mode shotgun. Okay. Anyway. With that.
완벽한 한 발을 위해.
Oh, god damn it.
살고자
Oh,
하는
look, when she
모든
decides to
것들과
turn around and shoot the rest of the party.
무덤으로 돌아가라.
Mr. Ryoshu's here to do that
직원 한
instead.
명의 부서 배치가 잘못된 것 같아.
Yep, so dark blame is now on people. Oh well. It's fine. We'll just keep that in mind and try and build up her sanity. Alright. Go with that, please.
사고될 시간이다. 잔무에.
So freaking badass with that. I do like these new IDs, they are pretty awesome.
돌아가라.
He's getting so many attacks.
지킬 게 많거든.
Here comes the big one!
이런 제압은 회사에겐
Juicy
효율적일지는 몰라도
Squeezer!
직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 거겠지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면
Okay.
항상 제자하던
When hit by unopposed attacks, take 100%
이곳의 목적이 그런
damage.
게 아니라는
Match against skills that spend ammo. Flash power -3 convert all coins on its attack skills to regular coins. Yep, so weak against ammo. I know those carbonated bullets are tasty, but be careful around them, okay? They're unprocessed and highly acidic. Sure, a few splatters of little bonbons, pop bubbles, might not be so dangerous, but getting doused in the undiluted fluids of those massive bun-buns will melt you guys into a puddle. Okay, so preparing for migration. No bonbons left in the field except for bonbons spawned by this unit. Yeah. These ordeal things keep popping out from that murky white smoke. Just what is that smoke supposed to be, Captain? Once 4 turns pass after this unit retreats, this unit and all available bonbons spawned by this unit return to the battlefield, then gain 3. Food production. On kill, summon 1 bonbon. Summon as many bonbons as possible next turn at 0. We've got the special top secret carbonation fluid, like an in-house recipe. Understood. We managed to pass on some of these, so that's lovely. Okay. Slower speed. Okay. Anyway. Let me do that. Activate harmony, please. Go. Do that. Go for it.
사고될 시간이다. 잔무에.
Rocket.
잠시 아파도 참아주세요. 장담할게요. 사람만큼 훌륭한 음악을 만들어주는 건 없어요.
괜찮아. 그것까지 신경 쓰는 건 힘들었겠지.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가.
Oh, staggered already. Still shooting.
클리포트 억지력을 조금 강화했어. 내가 말했지.
Alright.
복지팀은 나름대로 바쁜 부서라고.
I just want to double check
조심하시죠.
how that
전장에서
works.
촌딱처럼 두리번거리고 있다가
Okay, yeah, it's got to be on their
피가
head.
끓어오른 두 개에
Yeah,
쪼아먹힐
understood. Okay. Anyway.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가.
Down you go.
이번에도 멋지게 해냈네. 엔젤라님에게 잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어? 당신의 노고는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지.
It wasn't as complicated as I had thought. Eyes forward. The largest hostile remains standing. Do not drop your guard until it is eliminated. Oh, well, just keep ahead of that plodding freak of a turtle and we're sorted. Oh, ain't as if the bastard's spitting venom that eats you to the bone. Besides, if it was that dangerous, Clockhead wouldn't have shoved the rest of them off to the lobby for a breather, yeah? Yet, should it be allowed to land but a single blow, thou shalt be crunched betwixt its jaws in a dreadful haste. Young Musso, too, was consigned to such a fate. I only asked him to slow down so that we could proceed more safely. I think it would turn out like that. I feel so bad. I too found myself on the verge of becoming prey to it, but Musso's unhesitating interposition spared me that outcome. I am indeed indebted to him. Oh, that Zafira bloke running this place is a real sod too. Or his said, was it? Or kept nattering while we were busy scrapping. Now it's over, he switched the radio off just to sort himself a coffee. Maybe it's his way of saying that the best welfare perk for employees is neglect. Haha! Excuse me, less talking and more helping, do you mind? I know we all think it's an easy fight, but that thing is absolutely durable, and I have no idea how much more we have to throw at it to kill. Huh? Her irritated muttering spilling into motion, Ishmael swung her weapon through the air hard against the gigantic bug's carapace. And as though that had been just the blow needed to end it, the creature split into pieces, its bulk crashing to the floor in chunks. And with that... The bulbous, engorged orange pustule on the insect's back burst with a sticky, wet pop, spraying its contents all over Ishmael. I mean, your hair's all orange anyway, right? It's fine. First green, and now orange. You've got a knack for getting sprayed. Are you okay, Ishi? No. Just stay there. This is nothing. I've been splashed with far worse out at sea. Wait a minute. This somehow smells familiar. That look. What was that? For a split second, her face brightened, just to scrunch up into a grimace. Boy, what's wrong? Ease up, Heath. Some of that stuff even got into her mouth. Think how awful that must feel. Taste, I mean. probably can't even put it into words. No. No. Someone get over here and give it a taste. Oh, what makes you think we'd fancy a taste of that nasty goo? No, that's not it. I'm not being weird or anything. Just shocking. Oh, shockingly rank, is it? Oh, if you're gonna croak from it, we're not daft enough to queue up and join you, yeah? If you keep kicking it like that... Oh, damn it! Heathcliff went abruptly quiet as well. I've tasted this before. What? About an hour back. I found aught discarded yonder and thought to retrieve it. Isang slipped gently between Heathcliff's furrowed stare and Ishmael's resolute nod. Like the Pip-Boy over there, actually. Like in terms of artistic style. Resting within his hands were sheets of paper. One was a garish flyer featuring a mascot raising a soda can with an exaggerated smile. And the other was a booklet that seemed to list up how to use tips for some sort of device. ICC3FLO Bun Bun Juicy Squeezer Orange Instruction Manual. Table of contents. Reading and feeding. Exterior carapace vesicle harvest. Liquid extraction and storage procedures. So that means Ishmael's dead stare, Heathcliff wanting the vom. No. Nah. Oh. It can't be. It can't. The flyer. Yeah. What does the flyer say? Go on. Shake a shake, zing a zing. New launch, dancing bun bun orange flavor. It says. We've seen the can on that flyer before. Same can, that's still within our line of sight. The same can that Rudge is holding in her right hand. The container of Bun Bun's so-called vesicles, or pulp. No. That can't be right. That can't be right. Can't be. Roger's got to distort. Roger! We watched Roger unravel, eyes quaking as she butted to herself. The next instant, the world went dark, as though the candle that had been lighting our path was snuffed out. We found ourselves back in a familiar place. Ah, you're back! Just in time. Manager, I found the crustacean simulator for you. Powered back to full, along with some minor modifications given your anatomical limitation that keeps mastication off the list of your physical abilities. But before we proceed, care to explain the cause of this collective display of nausea? No, it can't be right. It can't be true. Tell me it's not true. It's not possible. This one seems to have completely lost her senses. Was the ordeal more challenging than expected? The ordeal itself was fine. It's just that there was another ordeal we had to... Oh, when time permits, I will need to research and develop an interpretive device for that clockwork tick-tock. This mode of communication is certainly less than inefficient. In any case, I took the liberty of installing the dancing bun bun beverage flavor that you requested in the simulator. Try activating the function and see whether you are able to taste it. No thanks. You're shaking your head. Is that a sign of refusal? Yes, I'm good. Sorry, guys. Maybe this will be the only time the absence of mouth feels like a blessing. Lovely. Alright.
모처럼 괜찮은 예술을 보나 했더니 벌써 목, 애를 전부 채웠군. 방지할 사고도 해야 할 뒤처리도 없나. 돌아가지.
Alright, so everything was killed there. So let's see if we completed all those missions, shall we? So, complete suppression after defeating a Bong Bong orange unit in a single encounter. Yep, lovely. Beating a Bun Bun Juicy Squeezer. Without Bong Bong units retreating. After the welfare team captain defeats 5 enemies in a single encounter. Complete with the welfare team captain surviving and taking less than 5 hits. Defeats at least 1 Bun Bun Juicy Squeezer orange in a single encounter. 3+ allies each gain Bong Bong orange at least once. 300 damage with a single attack skill. No allied deaths. No allies SP dropping to 45. And without any of the allies reaching 10 bleed. There we go, got everything. For the easy section at least. So that's XP, thread, more extraction, Dusk of Amber, and yep, there we go. So, let's go and try out hard, shall we? We'll do that one once if we don't get it all at once. That's all right. But yeah, we'll see how things go, okay? But we'll do that after the break. All right, be right back. Alright, we're back. Just for thoroughness' sake, let's go and do hard as well. Alright. Well, I remember the same team. They seem fairly effective to me. So,
단피가 떨어질 때군요.
oh. Starting with you, huh?
조용하지? 언제 봐도 믿기지 않아.
Okay, we've got 12 turns this time.
곧 아비규환으로
We do have to make sure that these guys don't run away, however. Use herd migration. Anyway, let's get things sorted, shall we? So. With that. With that, and that leaves this lot here. Okay. We'll see how this goes. That's not good.
아무것도 남지 마라.
징계팀에서 단원을 끓인 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아있었나 봐.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
제야 계획의 규모가 너무 큰 거 아니야? 적당히 쉬엄쉬엄 해도 괜찮을 텐데.
혈염도 바로.
Appreciate if you clip heads.
관리자님.
That'd be lovely.
그래도 어디에 누구누구처럼 직원들을 사지로 내몰진 않아.
Okay. Yep, so you're about to migrate, so we really need to kill that one. More potent, more plentiful. Okay. That. That. Okay. Alright. Go.
하고들 시간이다. 잔 후에 태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
Lovely.
클리포트 억지력을 조금 강화했어.
Okay.
내가 말했지.
Alright, so
독집팀은
what's
나름대로 바쁜 부서.
big one here? Heat consumption for bonbon procreation, huh? Unbreakable. Okay.
회복 탄환을 쏠 거라면 미리 말해라.
Don't worry about.
저번처럼 말없이 쏘면 또 검집으로 쳐내버릴 테니.
That. Alright. Yeah, that looks good to me.
사고될 시간이다. 잔무에. 태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
There we go.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
Keep on shooting, please.
지키기 위해서.
빈발 장전.
You split apart.
클리포트 억지력이 높아진 지금 서둘러 제압을 마치는 게 좋을 거야, 관리자.
Alright. Let me. Flashable guard. Turn and preparing my herd migration expires. Activate herd relocation for self and the perfect food summoned by self. Okay. So, turn and recover from stagger and escape from the encounter, unless it's a forced stagger. Does not count as death. In chain battles, give this unit slots to a substitute unit. Okay. We should be able to kill this one before it does that. I don't know if we have to kill the things summoned by it, or if they're fine to leave. So we'll see what happens, at least. Okay. You focus on that. Okay, alright. That's sorted.
사고될 시간이다. 잔무에.
내 탄원이 향하는 곳은 언제나 같다. 필연적 조금의 우연도 없이.
Rev it up.
잠시 나파도 참아주세요. 장담할게요. 사람만큼 훌륭한 음악을 만들어주는 건
Didn't get the repeat, unfortunately. Alright.
너도 누군가에게 맡기셨겠지만
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
Okay, here comes another
이런
one.
제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그
Alright.
희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
조준 중인
Get at
신속하게 용건을.
3. Wait, 2. Gotcha. Alright. Shoot. Should be able to ignore those ones. That you go there and do that. Okay. Looks good to me. Go.
완벽한 한 발을 위해 여기까지 쏜 이상 돌아갈 수 없는 가마살이 담겨 지옥뿐이라 해.
관리자님, 아무래도 직원 한 명의 부서 배치가 잘못된 것 같아.
살고자
Ooh,
하는
excellent,
모든
magnificent,
것들과
and activate.
무덤으로 돌아가라.
이런 제압은
Okay,
회사에겐
it's just the
효율적일지는
bun bun
몰라도
left.
직원들의 희생이 항상
Can
뒤따르는
you
그
please?
희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
I want to spend time activating that or not. Probably not. Let's go for it, shall we? And yeah, all right.
완벽한 한 발을 위해
And staggered already. Upload.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
Okay.
클리포트 억지력이 높아진 지금
And yeah,
서둘러
let's just go
제압을
with
맞추는 게 좋을 거야,
damage.
관리자님.
I'm gonna do that. because we can save this magic bullet for the next round of worms.
태어난 곳으로 돌아.
정확하게.
살고자 하는 모든
You did.
것들과 함께 무덤으로.
Oh, not quite. Now this.
끔찍한 일이 벌어지기 전에 제압했네. 잘했어, 관리자님.
Okay. There's a lot of worms that you have to kill on this one, though. Like, we're at turn 8 now, and we've only killed less than half of the worms. Why not start sort of doing, like, AoEs at this point? We'll see what happens, at least.
필중 의지만 있다면
잠시 아파도 참아주세요. 장담할게요. 사람만큼 훌륭한 음악을 만들어주는 건 없어요.
Metal! Oh, here's the big one
이런
again.
제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도
Alright.
직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 것이지. 그 희생을 값싼
오케이.
대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무
Here's
집착하지
bullet
마.
5.
이곳의
시속하게
목적이 그런
용건을.
게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Yeah, attack weight 4, though. Do that. And someone else can come in over here, I guess.
날카롭고 정확하게.
흔들리는 일 따위 없이 가려먹는 모든 것을 침묵시키며 지평선을 따라라.
촬영도 바로.
괜찮아. 그것까지 신경 쓰는 건 힘들었겠지.
Eh?
태어난 곳으로 돌아.
이런 제압은
Yep,
회사에겐
alright.
효율적일지는 몰라도
Hey, Josephine, how you
직원들의
going?
희생이 항상
I
뒤따르는
don't
것이지.
think we're going to be able to get the whole suppression in time, unfortunately. So I'll probably have to sort of work out a way to do that off stream. But I don't know. This has been pretty cool so far. All right, let's just go straight in there.
사고될 시간이다. 잔후에. 살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
Okay.
끔찍한 일이 벌어지기 전에 제압했네. 잘했어, 관리자님.
That. You're at bullet 7. We absolutely cannot use magic bullet with you right now. Move that down. Okay.
하고될 시간이다. 잔우에.
Oh, congratulations! I had to go all the way to 200 in order to get Yoshu, but honestly, worth it. She is really good.
더는 하늘에 오르지 못한다.
매달고 불태우거라.
Wonderful.
끝끝내 몇 조각 하나 남지 않도록.
If she weighs the same as a duck, then she's made of wood. And therefore, a witch.
이런 제압은
Just the
회사에겐
two left.
효율적일지는
I
몰라도
think I got it then.
직원들의 희생이
Beautiful.
항상
Alright.
뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무
오케이.
집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Go.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라. 태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
이번에도 멋지게 해냈네. 엔젤라님에게 잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어?
I didn't
당신의
read
노고는
any of the
이곳을 좀 더
missions.
멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할
Let's
거예요.
see how many of them we completed though.
관리직 사상자는 하나도 없이 멋모르고 돌아다니던 사무직 놈들만 잔뜩 죽었다고. 역시 탄창을 쥐어주는 건 낭비라는 생각이 들지 않나? 어차피 이런 상황에서 사직 놈들에게 필요한 건 회복 탄환이 아니라 자기 머리에 쏠 실탄 한 발뿐이었을 텐데.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure the employee manual does actually say that guns assigned to clerks are not for combat purposes. So, anyway. Yeah, I'm really liking her. She's great. So is great as well. He's pretty awesome. But I sort of had Ryoshu as the other team captain there, and the amount of work that she puts in is incredible. Anyway, let's see. So hard. Defeat a Bong Bong Orange. Defeat a Bong Bong Orange 20. Yep. Defeat Bun Bun in a single. Yep, 2 of them, 3 of them. Defeat without any Bun-Buns retreating. Yep. After the welfare cap defeats a Bun-Bun. Yep. Good night, Kuro. Hope you sleep well. Yeah, welfare team captain defeats 10 enemies. She most certainly did. Oh, hello. Complete suppression with the welfare team captain surviving and taking less than 3 hits from enemy attack skills. That's probably the unbreakable coins there, right? Okay, so that's what got me there. Okay. Yeah, defeat 3 enemies with a single attack skill. All allies gain a bonbon orange. Yep. 500 damage with a single attack skill and a single encounter. No allied deaths. Without any SP dropping below. Yep. No 10 bleed potency. Yep. Alright. So honestly, all I need to do is repeat that and just have Ryoshu not get hit for the entire fight. And that'll be pretty easy, I think. So yeah, I'll do that later instead of on stream. We can see how much rewards we get, which is a good amount. Definitely need some XP training tickets after I use all of them. Yeah, got ourselves some more extraction tickets as well after we use a whole bunch as well. All right. So yeah. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that. Hold on. There we go.
샌님이
And yeah,
관리자님이랑
I think
무슨 작당을 한 건지
she's probably going to be staying here for a bit in honor of her complete and utter victory there. We'll also grab those. Okay, there we go. And oh, and we're already getting a bunch of lunacy for the errors that we suffered there. Maso support passive fix and a known issue. So there we go. Don't forget to claim those, people. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining me for this stream. I had a lot of fun with tonight's Walpurgis. Hopefully you did as well. As for what we're doing for the rest of the week, on the weekend, we should be looking at some Super Robot Wars T. Okay? It'll depend on how I'm feeling on the Saturday, whether I'm feeling worn out from work or not. Hopefully not. But yeah, it's possible that I might end up having a busy next couple of days. So we'll see how that goes. But Sunday is basically a shoo-in. So anyway, let's go and raid somebody now. And let's go raid Worst Worlds, who is playing some Pokemon Pokopia. Not really familiar with that. But yeah, we'll pop in over there and go say hello. Shall we? Alright. Thank you very much as always, and I hope to see you all next time. Alright. See ya!